Howdy ho YouTubers, WickedxBaby here. I got a gameplay for you here at Launch Domination. This is actually a flawless gameplay, 30-0. Not too many kills, but still flawless. This game I used the G11 and the AK-47, mainly the G11 I think.
Capture the objective.
And yeah, it was a pretty good gameplay. Today's topic that I really want to talk about is just like styles of commentators and like how I'm gonna commentate in the future, which I'm gonna kind of change up how I'm gonna do it. Well, first, yeah, how I like thought of this idea was the other day I was like watching some videos, watching some XJaws, Mark of J, C-Nanners, White Boy, a lot of people, and I noticed that there's really like two styles of commentating. One is like the kind of person who like just commentates, tells stories, like talks about funny personal things, like whatever, just commentates for fun. And then there's the other person that commentates, gives tips on the gameplay, talks about the gameplay a lot. Like XJaws and the Mark of J are real big at giving tips and talking about the gameplay. And I've noticed that I haven't really even picked a side. I've just been talking about random topics. And I've decided that I'm gonna become more of a guy who, like, I'll have frequent personal commentaries, but I'm gonna be the kind of guy who talks about the gameplay a lot more, and I'm gonna give a lot more tips about Call of Duty. Yeah, so that's all I pretty much have to say about commentating. So I guess I'll just talk about this game to start. This game, as I said, I used the G11, and this map was on launch. I think I said that. And launch to me, I don't know about you, but launch is like not one of my favorite maps, because launch if you're good at like gun on gun combat, then this is the map for you, because there's all those turns. You have to predict where they're gonna be. It's just too big of a map, too much stuff going on for me, and I don't know, it's just, to me, I don't really know the right weapon for this map. I mean, down here on this long strip, you can always use like a long G11 or like some long, good, accurate gun, but I mean, there's always like the turns, like right here, like a G11 might not be the best choice, and I don't know, the G11, it's just, I don't know how I really did well, because to me, like, G11's personally not a great gun at this map, but I mean, obviously I did well. Yeah, so, what else about the G11? Yeah. Well, I realized, like, the other day, like, when the G11 should be used. Like, to me, like, the G11 is, like, great, like, on short maps. Like, not short maps, like, you might be like, oh, no, like, 3-round bursts are for, like, deep maps. But, like, I realized, like, G11, not short maps, like, medium maps. Like, for example, like Havana, like not really medium size map, but like medium combat maps, which is like what your average gonna get. Like Havana's a great map for the G11 because there's a lot of long medium hallways. Like you're always gonna have to like shoot down, and like you're never gonna really have like too deep of shots to take. And the thing about the G11, which everyone's always like, oh, 3-round bursts, I use them on deep maps, but like honestly, in Black Ops, the 3-round burst guns are not strong enough to use on long areas, because if you see a guy really deep, you're gonna get a hit marker on him, and then he's gonna go hide behind something, and then you're not gonna get him. And like, that's another thing about Black Ops. There's too many things in Black Ops. Like, things is in like obstacles to hide behind, which like that kind of pisses me off, and like I just feel like Modern Warfare 2 was like more of a basic game. And like, yeah, so back to the 3-round burst conversation. The G11 is, yeah, like, I use it on Havana, like, other maps like that. And, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about the G11. Oh, and also, I don't know, look this up, like, I was looking, like, to see, like the G11's definitely better than the M16, but, like, the M16 is better at every category than the G11, or, well, it's tied at every category than the G11, except for it's more powerful, which I don't see, because G11's, like, a 2-shot kill on average, where, like, the M16's more of, like, a 3-shot kill. Yeah, so next I really want to get into, like, tactics with, like, 3-round burst guns and like tactics at this map too, especially. Well, in my personal case, I can't rush with 3-round bursts. I mean, I know some people who can. They love to pop lightweight and marathon on and just rush, and they can get like a bunch of like spawn kills with it. But I mean, I just feel that G11, it can't really be used in the spawn because one, there's gonna be people constantly like turning around, and like that's when like you need an automatic weapon. You can like get multi kills. Like that's like. G11 is great, and 3-round burst guns are great for one-on-one confrontations. They're not great when it's like 1-on-3, because then you have to like kill one guy, like shoot from back to forth. It's not like they're gonna be all lined up and it'll be like easy. Where like for like let's say the AK-47, like I'm using, like if you see 3 guys, like AK-47 could be a great gun to rush with, because if you see like 3 guys right in front, like in their spawn, like you're rushing them, like you can quickly like get all 3 by like spraying a little, like shoots from side to side, like go from each one to each one. And I mean, it's just a lot different because the G11 is less mobile. And this is why when I use the G11, I don't really camp, but I like to kind of play really defensive with it. You know, pick people off, come in different ways. And like get like mid-range shots, like I've said a million times, but get like shots that I can get from like angles. Like angling is so key with 3-round bursts. Like a lot of people think like, oh, 3-round bursting isn't that difficult, but like to do well with a 3-round burst, you actually have to like angle yourself perfectly so that you can get more shots on the guy and you can get better chances than the other person. So like let's say like coming behind this and like seeing a guy like kneeling down, like getting the angle, like coming from the side rather than straight at people. Like, and I mean, it's just, I think it's like a completely different game, like, than automatic weapons, which it is. I mean, if you disagree, like, you can comment, but you're wrong. And, yeah. So, right here, I kind of get a little campy, because obviously I was flawless. I wanted to get that flawless 30 and 0, or well, I didn't really aim for 30 and 0. I was aiming for a flawless gameplay. And yeah, so I kind of camped, not like camp, but like I patrol areas. When I get like nervous that I'm gonna die, I just patrol an area. Like I was patrolling this B area to try and pick people off, you know, get a couple more kills. And yeah, and also like at the beginning of, like, I know I like have changed my topic a lot in this commentary, which like I'll try not to do as much, but I mean I just keep thinking of other things, other topics. And another thing about this map that I like to do is like the one bad thing, this two terrible things of this map is rushing and going to the over near like in between C and A. I just like hate that area. Like that's why like this map is not near, like is one of my least favorite maps because just of that area. And yeah, so there's launch for you. I hate the map, but I got a good gameplay. G11, good gun, love 3-round bursts. So thanks guys, final score 30 and 0, subscribe.